Hidden among the rugged canyons and rose-red cliffs of southern Jordan lies one of the world's most breathtaking archaeological wonders, Petra, a city carved directly into the sandstone mountains and cloaked in legend, mystery, and awe for centuries, known today as the Rose City because of the color of the rock from which it was hewn, but for much of its existence forgotten by the outside world, shrouded in secrecy and lost to time until its dramatic rediscovery in the early 19th century, and its story, as rich and multi-layered as the rocks that form its spectacular facade, spans millennia, revealing the tale of a once thriving metropolis that rose from the desert as a dazzling testament to human ingenuity, cultural convergence, and architectural mastery. With its origins tracing back as early as the 4th century BCE when the Nabateans, a nomadic Arab tribe with an uncanny talent for commerce and water engineering, settled in this strategic location between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea, transforming it into a vital crossroads for trade routes that ferried spices, silk, frankincense, and other valuable goods between Arabia, Egypt, Syria, and the Mediterranean, building their wealth and influence not through conquest but through clever negotiation and trade facilitation, and as their prosperity grew, so did the grandeur of Petra, culminating in astonishing monuments like Al-Khazna, or the Treasury, a towering facade carved into the rock face that greets visitors at the end of the narrow Sig Gorge and was long rumored to be the hiding place of ancient treasure due to its ornate columns, detailed sculptures, and mysterious urn perched high above, although in truth it was likely the tomb of a powerful Nabatean king, and this was but one of the city's many majestic tombs, temples, theaters, and homes, all painstakingly chiseled into the pink-hued stone, creating a city that was as much a canvas for artistry as it was a center for daily life, where Roman, Hellenistic, Egyptian, and local Arab influences merged to create a unique architectural and cultural melting pot. And while Petra flourished under the Nabateans for centuries, its fortunes began to shift when the Roman Empire annexed the kingdom in 106 CE, integrating Petra into the province of Arabia Petrea, and though this brought new roads, colonnades, and baths that further beautified the city, it also marked the start of a slow decline, as trade routes shifted away and earthquakes in the 4th and 6th centuries CE dealt devastating blows to its infrastructure, causing much of the population to abandon the city, which eventually slipped into obscurity, its once thriving markets and vibrant streets reclaimed by the windswept silence of the desert, until it was known only to the local Bedouin tribes who kept its secrets close, guarding it from outsiders for generations, until in 1812, the Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, disguised as an Arab pilgrim, persuaded a guide to take him to the ruins under the pretense of wanting to sacrifice a goat at the tomb of Aaron, the brother of Moses, and what he saw there, hidden behind towering cliffs and nearly invisible from a distance, was nothing short of astounding: a city carved into stone, standing in eerie silence as a frozen monument to a forgotten civilization, and though we could not study it in depth, Burckhardt's rediscovery would ignite global fascination and inspire generations of explorers, archaeologists, and travelers to uncover Petra's secrets, and over the decades that followed, scholars painstakingly mapped, excavated, and restored the site, revealing its incredible complexity, including a sophisticated system of dams, cisterns, and conduits that allowed the Nabateans to harness flash floods and store water for dry seasons, turning an inhospitable desert into a verdant hub of life and agriculture. And as more of the city was unearthed, it became clear that Petra was more than just a trading center or necropolis. It was a fully functioning urban center, with residential quarters, marketplaces, and places of worship, reflecting a society that was advanced, cosmopolitan, and spiritually diverse, practicing polytheism while also interacting with Judaism and early Christianity. And despite the erosion of centuries, its monuments remain remarkably well preserved, particularly Al-Khazna, the monastery, Ad-Dair, the royal tombs, and the Great Temple, all of which showcase the Nabateans' flair for drama and design, combining natural beauty with human craftsmanship in ways that leave visitors spellbound. And perhaps nowhere is the majesty of Petra more palpable than in the Sig, the narrow, winding canyon that serves as the main entrance to the city, flanked by towering rock walls that stretch up to 80 meters high and echo with the sounds of footsteps and whispers, leading to the sudden, breathtaking reveal of the treasury bathed in sunlight, a cinematic moment that has captivated countless travelers and even made its way into popular culture, most famously in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, though no Hollywood rendering can match the power of seeing Petra in person, especially as the sun moves across the sky, casting ever-changing shadows and hues on the stone. And though Petra was once hidden from the world, today it stands as Jordan's crown jewel and a symbol of resilience, mystery, and shared heritage, earning recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985 and being named one of the new 7 Wonders of the World in
2007, and its allure continues to grow.
Not only because of its stunning beauty but also because of what it represents, the heights of what an ancient civilization could achieve in harmony with nature, the layers of history embedded in every chisel mark, and the enduring human fascination with lost cities and rediscovered worlds, and for the Bedouin tribes who still live nearby and consider Petra part of their ancestral heritage.
The site is not just a relic but a living connection to their identity, culture, and stories passed down
through generations, and efforts to preserve Petra today involve not just archaeological work but also collaboration with local communities.